What up, earthlings? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Marin, and on my channel we ride the spiral. Hey guys, hope everyone's having an awesome day or night wherever you are. In today's video, I just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder and tell you the story of what actually happened to me that triggered me to make this video. So as you can see by the title, this video is going to be just a quick reminder about how the things you surround yourself with, the food you eat, the music you listen to, the things you watch on TV, and the people you allow into your life are directly affecting your vibration. And that's not just saying like you are what you eat and you are the people you hang around. Like, it's quite literal. Just like in nature, you can't be a lion if you're hanging out with the monkeys. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me just quickly tell you what happened, and I can see the lesson in it now, and I can be grateful for it, and it also gave me the inspiration to make this video. So I see the silver lining, and that's another topic that I always like to touch on as well, is seeing the silver linings in negative situations. I have a whole video on that. If you want to check it out, I will link it down below. So what happened is I have seen all of the Orange is the New Black series on Netflix. If you're not familiar with Orange is the New Black, it's about a prison, a women's prison basically. So it just goes through and tells all of their different sides of the story and their lives. So I would definitely say that it's more of a lower vibrational show. I mean, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of, I mean, there is positive aspects to it as well, but for the most part, it's probably a low vibrating show. I mean, they are in prison after all. So it's been about a year since the new season has been out, and since then I've kind of grown and I've learned even more about this topic, about surrounding yourself with positive people and the food you eat and all of that. And so I almost was a little bit hesitant to watch it. I was like, you know, I'm gonna put myself on this negative frequency, and even watching it, I felt that. I felt the darkness in the show. And I just didn't enjoy it as much, so I only watched the first 2 episodes, and I watched it at night, which is also my mistake, because what you do right before you sleep really affects your day the next day. So anyways, I watched the 2 episodes and I felt it. I felt like I lowered my vibration just watching the show. Now let me tell you what happened the next day. So where I live, I only have 1 parking spot for me, and you have to park on the right side of the street. Okay, so I always park in the same spot, always on that same side of the street. And I have parked with my car facing, you know, this way and facing this way. It's not a one-way street, so I never thought it mattered. There's no signs that say your car has to be facing a certain way. It just has to be on the right side. So I have always parked on the right side, but sometimes I face my nose this way, and sometimes I would face the nose of my car this way. Well, so that morning I go out to my car to leave for work, and I have a $60 ticket. $60 ticket for facing this way instead of this way. I had parked like that so many times and it never mattered before, and this day I had a ticket. Also, that night after work, I got pulled over. I got off of work late and I went to my ATM, which is back behind like a VA hospital. It's kind of in a weird area, and I'm always back there super late at night because I bartend, so I'm usually back there around like 2 in the morning, and I'm always back there. And that night I got pulled over because the cop was suspicious of what I was doing back in this area where there's normally no people at night. Although it wasn't a bad interaction, I mean, I didn't get in trouble or anything. I explained to him, you know, I'm a bartender. I come to my ATM to deposit cash after work because I don't like carrying a bunch of cash on me, blah, blah, blah. So my point is I got a ticket and I had an interaction with a police officer. This show was about police officers, and it really struck a light bulb in me, and I was like, oh my god, I manifested both of those things happening. And I was really, really angry about the ticket. I was like, oh my god, that's $60. Like, that's a lot of money. After I got a little bit upset about it, it all clicked, and I was like, oh my god, I subconsciously knew this was gonna happen because watching that show, and I was hesitant even watching it, and I felt the negative energy from the show, and I felt my vibration lower. And the next day I had a ticket from a police officer, and then I got pulled over by a police officer, and that was like the first time I had ever been pulled over since moving to Florida. So I just wanted to hop on here and show you and tell you guys from experience that it really does matter, the music you listen to, the TV shows that you watch. That's why I highly recommend not watching mainstream TV, especially the news. It is very, very fear-based, and they do that for a reason, I personally believe. It's very negative, and half of it is probably not even real, and you sync up with that vibration. That's exactly what I talk about when I talk about going vegan as well. If you are ingesting that meat and that flesh and that energy from that animal who suffered and who went through a horrific, torturous experience in the slaughterhouse, that vibration goes into the meat, and when you eat it, you consume that, and it lowers your vibration. And you have to be really cautious of that. And that's why I don't suggest listening to like heavy death metal or surrounding yourself with toxic people. And that's another thing. Like, once you change and you're raising your vibration, people on the lower frequency are just naturally gonna fall out of your life, and that's okay. You don't want to keep surrounding yourself with people who are gonna keep holding you back. And I'm not saying that we're better than them or that we're on a high horse or anything. It's just different. It's different frequencies. And to raise your vibration and to heighten your ascension journey here on this planet, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and once you continue to raise your vibration, I promise you will find other like-minded individuals, and you will find that you might lose a lot of friends, but you'll also eventually gain a lot of like-minded friends as well, and the cycle will continue. You will attract what vibration you are giving off. So I just wanted to tell you guys my story and give you and myself a quick reminder. Like I say, I also make these videos for me therapeutically, because sometimes we don't take our own advice. And when I'm editing and when I go back and rewatch these videos, it's almost like I'm hearing it from a different point of view, and I'm like, yes, okay, take your own advice, Marin. So I just wanted to get on here and give you guys that quick reminder. Just remember, all of the things you surround yourself with definitely affect your vibration, so always keep that in mind. Alright guys, I hope this helps somebody out there. Thank you so much for watching, and to all my lovers out there, I send you love and light. And to all my anti-lovers out there, I send you extra love and light and many hugs, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.